Well, hello, Bob Dendry here, and welcome back to the channel. We are here today playing Transport Fever 2, and we are building BritRail. So, I hope you enjoyed the last episode. It was a bit of a stop and starter with putting together that passenger network and then having to pull it down, but I think we are in a pretty good position now to be able to actually roll that one out and to hopefully make some good progress with it. I have changed my recording setup a little tiny bit in terms of the effects I'm using. Hopefully should cut down on a little bit of the sort of hissing noise. I've sort of dialed the gain right down, and I'm using some noise suppression and a noise gate to hopefully make that a little bit better. So I think what we're going to do to start out with, we are actually going to expand what will be the passenger network. We're actually going to go straight to Hendon now. We've got the money, we've got regular funds coming in, so we can afford to do that right now, and have the complete line running pretty much from the very start. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. We do have a bit of terrain to be dealing with, so I'm thinking we can probably sneak through this pass here, which might even be the way we get through further on. I'm not sure if we'd do that or if we'll sort of break off and head down the coast, but for our line to Hendon, we definitely need to be using that narrow pass there. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll start to get that laid down. As you can see, even sort of targeting this pass, we're still digging down a lot, and we may still be forced to tunnel, but I'm hoping we can get through, and it looks like we'll be fine. Excellent, that is good news. We also want to try and skim around the edge of this this farm. It costs so much money to take out these sort of fields, so we definitely want to avoid doing that if we can. Ooh. God, we can't do it right, can we? It either wants to bridge or to tunnel. There seems to be no in between there at all. Let's see. Yeah. So this is going to be quite a slow line for quite a little bit of it. And yeah, we're going to need to do a bit of a tunnel through there, I think. I don't think there's going to be any avoiding that at all. But it's not too bad. It's a fairly short tunnel, so it's not costing us too much. Now, over to Hendon. While we're thinking about this, let's have a look and see where our residential is. And it's on this side here. So what could we use? Could we use a terminus station? Potentially. Maybe if we were to take a line out here, it might be a little bit better, because we might be able to cover more. So let's see how that would go. Covers a decent amount. We are still missing some, but it's not too bad. Okay. 160 meters is probably okay. 2 tracks for the moment will be fine. And we just get it in there. That's pretty good. And we've got fairly straight line through as well, so that's good. Bridge, eh? Okay, that's interesting. What we might be able to do to avoid that is if we take this back and try and get it to head down a little bit. Probably not that much. That might be a little bit easier for us to avoid bridging, hopefully. Anyway. Nice. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. So we just need to put some crossing loops in. I think we'll probably only be running one train to start with, but I would suggest we're probably going to have some fairly good opportunities fairly early on to expand this to possibly 2 trains as well. But let's have a look and see. At this point, we're going to set up our passing loops for 160 meter long trains. We're not going to have trains that long at this point, but potentially we might, you know, moving forward, we may need to upgrade it a little bit further as well. But for the moment, that will be okay. Might be good to have another one about here or so. And probably one more just before this pass. Perfect, so that is working quite well. Let's join this one up. Get some signals down there. And we should be right to get a train purchase to run on this, which is excellent. I'm looking at our money and we don't appear to be doing too badly. Obviously we've been doing some quite large sort of excavation and that sort of thing, so hopefully we shouldn't have too many issues getting this to run. Alright, so what are we going to run on this one? I'm not sure if we might be good to run maybe like a tank or something like that. Let's have a look and see what we've got. But I want a nice tank. Oh, okay. So we've unlocked a new tank engine, so let's get rid of that one. Sorry. Oh, did we not unlock a new one? Hang on. Oh yes, forgot this. You need to go out and back in to get the newly unlocked stuff to come out. Okay, so we've got prairies. And what's the difference? So these ones have a lot more power, but I'd say we should only need the smaller variety. So we'll get that one added on. And I think we're going to go for these, probably these sort of bogey type coaches. Should we go for some teak coaches? It says these are for express services, which we're not going to be running. We'll go with some of these teak coaches, I think. And do we need a brake? I'm assuming these are braked, right? I'm guessing so. We should have hopefully some loads coming in soon, so we will have enough money to run one of these. Fingers crossed. I've actually changed my mind. I think I'm actually going to go with some of the smaller coaches. I think that probably does make a little bit more sense. These are going to be low capacity. It's going to be a fairly small train. And hopefully once our timber train arrives, we will be able to get this one purchased. Let's have a look and see where it is. It's just coming up now. So very soon we'll be able to get that purchased and running. And hopefully this time we'll be able to have some success with running a branch line. Excellent, we've got the money, we'll get it purchased. We'll get it on the Hedden branch. It's actually called Hendon, I believe, isn't it? Not Hedden, right? Yes. It needs to be modified anyway, because we now actually have a station at Hendon. So we will add one. We've clearly got something. Oh, we've got one-way signals there. That's alright. We can fix that. I'm going to change it to Hendon. Alright, that should have fixed that up. Excellent, no complaints now. Just one thing we actually forgot to do, we need to change this over to use. No, actually, these are running the wrong way. I've actually goofed this up quite a bit. Well, no, okay, I wouldn't say I've goofed it up. I just need to do some slight reorganizing. Perfect, that is fine. Those are running the right way. I think at Chester they probably are running the opposite way than they need to. Yep. Perfect. Okay, and there's a couple of changes we need to make to our timber line or our timber network that we have set up here. So we have train 2, old reliable here, that probably needs to be replaced. It's getting a bit old. Alright, so let's have a look and see what we can do with train 2 here. So we've unlocked plenty of new locomotives. Got Atlantics, got this one here. $280 may be a good shout. I'm assuming it's very expensive. It is. But we can probably afford it, I think. We're going to be... So let's add that one on. I wish you... Once again, I just wish you could... Why don't we do this? And we will move all of our... Oh, far out. I'm a mess. Let's move all our bogey cars down. And we will sell the smaller wagons, whatever you want to call them, non-bogies. And then let's just bump this up to as long as we can get it. We've got some nice ones here. So these ones, how fast can they go? 72. I think we'll be okay to still use a few more of those. I think we can go up to, what is it, 340, 320? Actually don't know, but this is actually way more expensive than I thought it would be. Still going to cost us 10 mil, But it's alright, we should be have those funds in not too long. And there we go. So train 2, our first sort of mainline train, is done. I just had a little tiny hang there and I thought we were crashing, but it turned out to be okay. Nice. So that one is all done. And now we have train 3, I think is okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, train 3 is good. It is train 5, I believe we can still lengthen a little bit. Yeah, we've got actually quite a bit of length that we can deal with there, or that we can utilize. So let's bump that one up to a 240 meter long train as well. Excellent. All right, and to support the development of our passenger network, we're going to start to put in some bus and tram routes in our cities, which should hopefully get more passengers into the station. As you can see, we've got our station here at Birmingham. We have passengers, or residential, I should say, here and here that we're not actually covering. So we're not taking advantage of, you know, I guess our best case scenario of how many passengers we can have. I wonder if we could potentially configure this and add a building on the other side if we could start to take in some of these. Let's have a look. King's Cross, hey? Oh, it's not going to quite fit there, is it? Small? So we just don't quite have enough room there. I wonder if we could maybe shift the... or like put an extra platform there or something. Just trying to think of some ideas how we could actually do this. But it seems like we may just be a little bit out of luck here. Or if we could put... side entrance. So will that get us some more coverage? It does. Excellent. That's actually really, really good that we were able to just squeeze that in. It doesn't look the best, but it works. So I'm happy with it. I wonder if we can do anything like that at some of our other stations to sort of increase what we're able to cover. Probably not Chester, though we could probably draw a road through here which might give us a little bit more coverage. Yep, perfect. I wanted to draw its own anyway, apparently. Longridge. I think Longridge we're pretty good. I mean, this I think is definitely a town where we will need some public transport. We've got a fair amount of coverage, but we can do a lot better. And at Litchfield. No, not Litchfield, sorry, at Hendon. I think we're probably pretty good. But we could probably maybe put a road down here to maybe get a little bit extra coverage. We probably gained as much coverage as we removed by deleting those, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, we're pretty well covered in Hendon, so I think Longridge is where we need to definitely put in some work here. So what we might do, let's have a look and see what vehicles we've got available in terms of buses. I think probably buses are probably still not great, so I think we'll probably need to do trams. Well, let's have a look. What do we got here? See what we got in terms of trams. In fact, yeah, let's just go trams. This is going to be a major city, so trams makes sense. And we got decent electric trams here with decent capacity, so that is not too bad. So what we'll do, we'll get a tram station in over here if we can just fit it in. Excellent. And we'll get some stops in as well. Doesn't make any sense. I would assume if we put it on the left-hand side, it will work as though we're driving on the left. I'm going to assume. It would be a bit silly if it didn't, but you never know, do you? So let's get some electric tram tracks down. Set up a quick line. Perfect, yeah, so the arrows were facing in the wrong direction, but it still appears to work properly, so that's good. We're going to call this the Longridge Loop. And let's get a few trams purchased for it. I'll try 2 for the moment. I apparently don't want to use this line. Why is that? Are we missing a connection? The answer is yes, we were missing a connection. And we are hopefully good to go now. Perfect. Awesome. So hopefully this will boost the patronage of Longridge West Station. And hopefully our passenger line will start to become a little bit more self-sufficient and not be relying on the profit from our freight to actually, you know, function. Well, so it seems we've had some success building up a passenger line this week. If we have a look at our train, it's probably still losing money, and it is. But I think it's okay, and at least our freight lines are subsidising it at this point. So that will be about it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. As always, we'll be back next week with a brand new video. If you'd like to join the conversation, the link to the Discord is in the description, and I'd love to have a chat, so feel free to jump on there. And if you want to support the channel financially, link to Buy Me a Coffee is also there in the description. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry, this is Transport Fever 2, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.